And that song heralds my guest. Now, I'm
Jesus, that song.
Now,
Love
that
it.
song, I know.
I have my clothes on, by the way.
Yes, he's fully dressed, ladies and gentlemen. He's got a lovely jumper on. Barry Keoghan is what we're saying.
Keoghan, yeah.
Now, has it always been Keoghan?
Yeah, I mean, what else?
Well, no, because I always said Keoghan, and then I was back in Ireland.
No, there's a G in there. I mean, I think, you know what, I think maybe my family probably pronounced it wrong, I'm not sure, but it seems like it should be Keoghan, I mean, because there's Kyo, right? And
Yeah.
then you add on an A-N,
Yeah.
it should be Keoghan.
And then I heard Americans, and I thought, oh, Americans so stupid.
Keoghan's got the Americans kind of get it right sometimes.
No, but
Weirdly.
with Keoghan they would, and I thought, well, maybe. But then I was in Ireland last weekend, and everyone was saying Barry Keoghan. I thought, oh no, I'm an
there you
idiot.
go.
I'm
There
the
you go.
idiot. So Barry Keoghan.
Barry Keoghan. Means Wolf Cub. Keoghan.
Keoghan.
Take Wolf Cub.
Keoghan. And Masters of the Air is kicks off on Apple TV Plus next Friday, 26th of January. It is epic. You know,
brilliant.
what
You've seen it?
Yeah.
Deadly.
But it is just, it's nuts that
It
this is
is.
a television program.
I mean, it was just epic. I mean, you know what I mean? Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg, and you're going on to the third installment there of Band of Brothers. And,
Yeah.
But yeah, it was amazing.
So you play Curtis Biddick. So
Biddick,
tell us
yeah.
about Curtis Biddick and his story.
Well, I mean, I don't want to give too much away. But he flies the B-17s. He's the pilot and co-pilot sometimes to Lieutenant Cleven. And I mean, what Biddick kind of represents is, you know, the kind of firecracker of the group. You know, he kind of brings that humour in and that that bit of cheeky chap, and
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to give too much away.
And this bombing squadron, it was real. They were based on... Are the characters based on real
Yeah, the characters are real. Yeah, I mean, I know there's some lads. I know Raf Law reached out to his character's family.
Oh, wow.
I got to meet them at the premiere and stuff like that. But yeah, they're all based on real people.
And it was struck me, you know, as an actor, often, you know, you're trying to recreate emotion or whatever it is, but something like this is something you can't have ever experienced.
All in the eyes, Graham. You know what I mean?
And it's all there.
Got used these
Actually,
bad
it really
boys.
is in the eyes because
I'm telling
you're all covered up. And how hard is that, trying to kind of recreate what those guys would have been feeling?
Do you know what? I mean, they had us on a crane and they had us in a dome, and everything was just there for us. They provided everything, you know, from little explosions in the cockpit, and you didn't really have to do anything. And I don't want to say that we felt anything what the lads felt, but I mean, they kind of got us to a place where, you know, we felt we were up there and you know, in it, if you want to say that.
And also, I suppose because you filmed it over such a long period of time, presumably all the young actors in this thing, you did kind of
we did.
bond.
We did. I mean, one thing I'd say is there was no egos. You know, everyone was supportive, and you know, you had a lot of actors come in, and it was their kind of first gig. So I mean, to go onto a set like that is massively intimidating. I mean, even for myself and that. But you had a lot of young actors, and everyone was just really supportive, and you know, I mean, it can be a recipe of
And actually, it struck me because you filmed it that bit earlier, but you were all clearly on this trajectory.
Yeah.
You know, there's Austin Butler, you know, Callum Turner, all these people who are on this shooting sort of. Did you kind of talk to each other? Did you kind of go?
Oh, we never talked. No, we
No, but like, did you debrief about kind of like I wouldn't do that,
we did, yeah. We had like, I mean, Austin had Elvis. You know, he was not prepping, but Elvis was in the mix, and I remember him telling me about that, and everyone kind of had stuff on their eyes. But it kind of represents that new generation of actors, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, the way Band of Brothers and the Pacific did as well. Like, there was a whole generation of actors.
And you got those big names as execs, like Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg. Like, were they involved? Were they on set?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I met Steven. I met...
You could call him Steve.
You know, mate, Stephen. I met the lads before it and chatted with them, and, you know, anything that we needed, or, you know, they had it for us. But, I mean, it's a Spielberg kind of production. It's, you know...
Because you auditioned for, was it Ready Player One, or...
I did. When did you find that out?
I don't know.
I said that somewhere, didn't I?
Yeah, I read it somewhere. So you auditioned for that. So did Steven Spielberg remember you from that?
I think so. I'd like to think that.
Yeah. Well, he was there at your...
He was there at the audition.
Yeah.
Yeah, he filmed it. I'd like to think he had me in mind since then. I mean, that audition was crazy as well, getting to meet Spielberg, and he had a camera in my face, and I just, again, it's surreal. But I think he would have remembered me.
Well, he'd have certainly remembered if he didn't like you. So he must have.
I made some sort of impression, I think.
Yeah, he
didn't
remembered
get the part, but anyways, you know what I mean.
He remembered that he did like you. So, Master of the Universe. Is it 9 hours?
9 hours.
Is it 6
9
hours?
9 hours long.
Is it?
No, it's not 9 hours. 9 episodes.
Oh, 9 episodes.
9 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. Isn't that
Binge it. Yeah, that's what we do these days.
Okay.
Isn't it?
That's so bad.
9 hours. Yeah.
No, Graham. It's only half an hour long. we're all in it. And so, in terms of your actual involvement, I mean, how long were you on set and actually filming?
I was.
Was it off and on?
Off and on, yeah. I mean, I was pretty involved. I mean, we had to. Again, how do I say this? Spoiler alerts. I was filming Banshees, so I had to kind of get in and out. And yeah, it was pretty full on.
Yeah, I love that idea of actors kind of,
filming other stuff.
Yeah, going other stuff. It must be so.
No, the idea of it is nice, right? But it
must
always
mess
a bit
with your
messy.
mind. It really must mess with your mind going from the Irish thing. Listen, let's take a break for some music, and then we'll go back to talk.
What song are you going to
play? We're going to play Owl City Fireflies. Do you hate that?
Do I hate that?
Well, Barry doesn't hate it. Let's play it. Here we go. Hey, Owl City Fireflies. Barry wasn't sick during that. He didn't seem to hate it. Yeah.
I remember that song.
Yeah, he remembers it and he likes it. So tell me this. I first became aware of you in Killing of the Sacred Deer and American Animals. They both kind of came out, or at least they were in my... I saw them very close together.
Yeah.
And I was like, who the hell is that
Weird
guy?
little character that, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh,
Martin.
both of them.
Yeah.
But
Martin. What age is he? 14 or something? His name's Martin.
I don't know. But I saw both of this and I was like, where the hell did this guy come from? So was it back in Ireland? What was it? Love hate that kind of catapulted?
Yeah,
was that what catapulted?
It would have been love hate. You know, I was doing it since love hate, and I was in a boxing club and stuff like that, and kind of a street casting came about. And it was I rang the number, and was persistent and showing up to the audition, and I was kind of they were looking for actors with no experience, so I said I'd give it a go, and I showed up, and when I showed up to a load of other my mates were there, so everyone kind of got the message. But it was from there that I started to look into what it was that I was doing and the craft of it, and but yeah, and here I am.
And you're learning on the job. So were particular directors really helpful to you, or were there other actors who were very helpful to you?
Yeah, you learn. I mean, you go from gig to gig, and you kind of take bits and bobs, and I'm always watching to see what other actors are bringing, or what method or what approach they have, and I'm always curious the way they chose that direction, and you're kind of just learning traits and the tricks of it all, but you're also growing as a person as well, each project.
Yeah. And in terms of, because what you've done, I think, really cleverly so far is, you've been in very different things, but really kind of top-notch, interesting things.
Yeah.
Is that all you, or do you have a great team who are kind of going, okay, this is the next Barry Keoghan thing?
It'd be all me. As I look at the camera, where's the camera? Which camera?
I don't know what camera you're on.
It'd be a combination. I've got a great team, and basically family around me. But it's it is strategic, and you want to kind of show range, and you want to see how one part is different to the next part. Yeah. I mean, Banshees was quite not a challenge, but it was quite a different direction for me, and I was totally up for it. But it's always trying to separate them and the filmmaker as well, and I mean, it's a combination.
Yeah, but I think obviously you're in a big prestige TV drama like Masters of the Air, Banshees of Inisherin. Now, no one could have predicted how crazy Saltburn would go. I mean, it's
crazy. It's mad.
It is everywhere.
I've seen someone get a tattoo of the graveyard scene on their leg.
What, on their leg?
Yeah, on their leg, right?
I mean, I'd have thought their back, maybe.
On their leg, I was like,
their leg's difficult, yeah.
Shout out. But anyways, just being, and Jacob Elordi candles and...
Oh yeah, did you watch him? He hosted Saturday Night Live last night.
I was watching it last night, yeah.
Oh, were you watching it?
Yeah, because of jet lag, so I'm up at 4, but that's not the only reason why I watched it. I love Jacob, someone has a tattoo of a graveyard scene on the leg.
That's keen. That's keen.
I'm there, just a line on it.
Yeah.
It's the start of the graveyard scene. It's not the
not there. Yeah. I hear you. So
get me on your show, Graham, will you?
So you've done these iconic things, really iconic parts. So is there like pressure on kind of like, oh my, what can I do now? What's going to be next? Or are you going to go? Are you going to do something much more kind of low key?
Do you know what? It's I want to do Billy the Kid next. It's a project that I've had in my in my mind for a long while, and we're trying to get that going. But yeah, everything is.
Is this like the Outlaw Billy the Kid?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I want to. Yeah, every choice is going to be. I'm cautious of every choice now, and trying to steer away from that Saltburn kind of character.
Yeah.
Maybe I can't. Maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, I'm excited
Go
to
do
see
animation.
I'm excited to see what you do next.
Thank you.
I've enjoyed everything you've done so far. It's just been, because for a young actor to kind of break through in that way is really hard, and you did it so like effortlessly.
It's not effortlessly. It's a lot of.
I was just sitting there. It was really easy.
What I mean? I like to come across natural, like it's easy. But, we'll see.
I'm so impressed by you. Barry Keoghan.
When you get me on your show.
Yeah, this is my show.
In the mix, I heard. No, on the show. Do you know what I mean? Get me on that
Your
couch.
real show. This is a rehearsal. We're just rehearsing now.
I'm rehearsing. I'm recording.
This is just a rehearsal. So, Barry Keoghan, let's get out before we're good.
Before I say any more.
Before he says any more, we go any further. Masters of the Air, that's what we're telling you about. It premieres globally on Apple TV Plus Friday, the 26th of January. 2 episodes will be then, and then it's every Friday another episode comes out till you've seen all 9. Lovely to see you. Thanks for schlepping in on a Sunday.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care, Barry.